You say, like, welcome to Pokemon.
Fuse, how many dead patients are in your audience?
Audience?
Alright, that's the first thing that the audience hears.
Welcome to 20 minutes of discussion beforehand.
No.
If the readers do work.
Nobody's welcome here.
Don't you dare welcome anyone into my audience.
Y'all best be moving along now.
Why do you think we torture them with this Pokerole game?
I'll best be moving along now.
I
had Cowboy Sting in my mind.
No. No more Cowboy Sting.
Let's hear that old family favorite, Cowboy Sting. It's a favorite of Goldfish around the globe. Memory span joke. And it's a veterinarian
Anyway.
jokes.
You
Where
guys
we
are
last
in
left
Millet.
off.
You won some contests.
This is
And
Doctor who
not
works
much
on
of anything else this entire, like, the last game.
Someday, Fuse, we're gonna get to a point. It's like, you're just documenting, like, our characters' daily lives. And you're like, so in the last session, you got married, so got bought a home, settled down.
And now you're trying to find a job in finance?
And real estate.
Right, it was Rockruff that was going into finance.
Alright, and last session, you were just getting started on that, the car loan, right?
Rockruff just sits happily in the center of the living room. They just want people to pet him and then buy the house.
Is the dog come included? No, but you can pet him while you're here.
But yeah, the question I was going to ask, does a doctor who works on Pokemon still got a veterinarian?
Yeah. The real question is, do veterinarians of this world also be licensed in regular animals?
Yeah, they gotta treat all those African elephants.
You better add African elephants to the randomly encounter list.
Well, are there any Pokemon nearby? Rolls dice. No, but
There is an African elephant.
in this cave. Or on top of this mountain. Yeah, African elephant, oddly enough, the only creature in Pokemon that can spawn anywhere.
They just materialize.
Yeah, they spawn in with like a Photoshop fade. A sparkle wipe, and they're here.
You can also find them hiding in the tall grass.
No, they avoid the tall grass.
There's Pokemon there. And
Yeah.
Rattata.
Pokemon love beating up African elephants.
You heard it here first, folks. From the GM themselves. It's canon now.
I mean, look at the Pokedex entries that reference African elephants.
I'm afraid there aren't any specifically that come to mind.
You don't find Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime finds African elephants.
So yeah. We
Oh no, I'm sorry, it's Indian elephants.
okay. Now that
Oh.
makes sense.
One thing we were going to discuss is winning competitions. Still going to give 10K for wins, even at the entry level.
Fuse was saying that they are finite.
I mean,
Yeah,
how much
they-
money does the next level give?
More.
They give a bridge we'll cross when we get to it. But speaking of that, Jara does have money now.
Indian elephants are referenced by Ghastly and Raichu.
Huh.
What context for Ghastly?
A being that exists as a thin gas. It can topple an Indian elephant by enveloping the prey in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, that's the thing. It just they do.
Yeah. So that's why you don't see any Indian elephants anymore. The Ghastlies
They're
ate them
being
all.
They're all being toppled. No, it's like they're not eating them. They're just.
It
pushing
specifically
them over.
calls them prey.
it
Well,
could
yeah,
be good
but-
for sport.
Pranking prey. They just push them over. They laugh and they leave.
Its electric
what it-
charges can reach even 100,000 volts. Careless contact can cause even an Indian elephant to faint.
They faint Fuse. But you can't catch it.
Those careless Indian elephants.
They're known for their carelessness.
Just
Carelessness
running
and-
around touching Raichus.
Because, it's the short memory span that you can attribute to them being careless. That's the thing elephants are known for, right?
Yep, an elephant always forgets.
So, now that we're out of Chain Store, we have all the money in the world.
Yeah, now that you stopped
Yeah.
grinding for money and just got money the normal way, you have money.
I mean, the book doesn't address money for contests. The book also doesn't address getting a job, though, to be fair.
Or contests,
Uh,
other than they exist.
okay.
Yeah, Fuse completely made that up. The system in
you can't
general.
just- Fuse, a GM can't just make things up. Come on.
That's literally the GM's job.
Yeah. It's like telling a player, you can't just pretend. Come on.
Go out into the wilderness and send me back a video. That's what the stream is for. You guys have to put all your streams up. And we do a multi-stream.
What's the forest for? What do you want?
Well, you can't pretend.
She wants to go out and find Pokemon
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah.
Everything that happens here is actually just like it's like a self-writing script for our collective next indie film. It's gonna be really, it's gonna have a really interesting pacing.
The Indian elephants really like it.
Anyway, now that it's been half an hour.
Yeah, almost. We still got a minute of lackadaisy discussion.
No.
Lackadaisy a word? Is it just lackadaisical?
I'm pretty sure it's lackadaisy.
Lackadaisy? Oh, whatever it is, I can still use this discussion to push that last minute.
Anyway, I don't think
How
we've
dare you.
trained today.
What'd you say?
I don't think you've trained in a while.
There we go.
Yeah, that.
Sure. I say we move to Bertrand and train while moving. Is that a thing we can do?
Well, I actually did want to try a contest,
Oh, sure.
but
Yeah, I
like,
was just thinking while while we were having all those conversations, I should probably remember what Bertrand was all about because they're probably going to just suddenly leave Millet for no reason to go over there.
Well, our entire that's the thing, Fuse. We don't have a motive other than find a motive by going town to town. We're literally like, we don't have anything to do. We acknowledge this is in the universe. We don't have anything to do. Want to go from town to town? Sure. That was the thing.
Like, it's just weird for me because there was so long of you just sitting in Chain Store that I've actually forgotten what everything else in the world is like.
Well, here to remind you or force you to remember. Remember, part of the GM's job is putting up roadblocks so they can remember what the next town is like. So, okay, what does Millet have to offer? Didn't we discuss this last time and it was not much?
Millet has plenty to offer. They have a number of stores. They have, they're big on fashion. They have the radio tower. They have the contest hall.
Where are some notable Pokemon sites? Like, I don't know what you'd call them, but like in certain in-game towns, there were just buildings you could go into, and there would be Pokemon in them. Like Bellsprout Tower was one of them, and there's the Ghost Tower in Viridian City. Or not Viridian.
hey, check out this cemetery.
The Get Ghost Tower in Viridian City.
Shush.
Didn't we get a super grand tour of this place?
Yeah, we did. We rolled for tour and we got one at midnight. Or in the AM.
So we should already know where everything is.
Yeah.
No. Lavender Tower is in Lavender Town.
Yes, that one. And it is a tower in the town that has Pokemon in it, wild ones.
I just realized this music reminds me of Persona.
A little bit.
Haven't played.
Feels like a Persona shopping music.
Yep. Well, either way, Newfie will be training her Pokemon. While Jara looks for a tower. They got the radio tower.
Just looking for the local cemeteries.
I'm trying to think of what would be the best training to do just kind of on the fly.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out what type the Bertrand gym is.
Ghost Bug. The gym leader's entire team, and in fact the team of every trainer in the gym, is all one Pokemon. So, what are some notable locations in Millet that you can use as distractions before we leave to go to Bertram?
Well, there are all those things that I mentioned.
Like what? Mention them again. I know there's the radio tower. I remember that.
There's a lot of clothing stores and restaurants. It's a very cultured area. They have an art academy.
I want to peek inside and see if I see any Smeargles. That's meta.
I'm just imagining Jara, like, no animation, like, sliding over to the art academy.
Snow clips into the door or the wall.
Any Smeargles in here? That's meta, by the way. Well, let's see. I asked my Pokemon if there's anything they want to do here.
Well, a lot of your Pokemon are interested in contests now.
Good. How does Vespiquen feel about contests with her serious nature? Yeah.
Well, with her serious nature, she feels that you should definitely be doing some contests.
The correct answer.
Because that's the fastest that you have advanced since you've begun.
This is the dawn of time. Okay, here's a question. Are there any unique locations around Millet Town? And by that I mean locations that would be unique to Millet Town that would be good for finding water-type Pokemon? It's okay if there's not. You can just
The water tower.
We're gonna find the legendary bird Water Cuno.
Yeah, they totally have a resort beach.
Yeah, it is pretty close to the shore. Outside of Denny, Rice. Oh, never mind. There are some places that are closer to the shore.
Yeah, Denny is the water place. And if you're looking for a nice, relaxing beach experience, Millet is a good place to go also.
For a second, I thought that was like a billboard we saw in Millet.
Looking for a nice, relaxing beach experience?
Millet's a good place also. So I asked my partner if there's anything they'd like to do in Millet.
I'd like to try out a contest.
Yeah, I support you in this endeavor.
I would just like to get at least one of my Pokemon to have a point in contests or perform, preferably both.
I don't know what you mean by that, but sure.
Well, hence why I want to train.
Well, you want to go. So, to clarify, Fuse, there are wild Pokemon that are around the beach resort, and not just Tentacool and etc. in the ocean.
There's not so many at the resort. They tend to keep it clean.
Yeah. Well, I'm more looking for like a forest side river or perhaps a large pond. So I'll wait until I find something like that to look for one.
Why does it have to be near a forest?
Just because. That's the best place to find like water plants to Pokemon. There's like creeks and stuff have a different biome culture than oceans and like canyon rivers.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, with all these nearby grasslands, I just kind of don't expect a canyon. But then again,
I mean, if you have find two mountains close enough together. So, my partner wants to train for contests. I have to sneeze.
Jara, how do you usually train your Pokemon for contests?
I sneezed.
Bless you.
Thank you.
By sneezing.
Oh, jeez. I'm dizzy. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh no, Jara sneezed his brain out.
Yeah. So Jara explains that back in Shane's store, they spent a lot of their time practicing on the stage of the contest hall. But other than that, you should find out what moves your Pokemon have that would be good for the various categories, which are beauty, tough, cool, and some other things. Tough, cool, beauty, cute, and smart. So take those words and see how they could apply to the moves your Pokemon know, and work out a routine. After that, you should practice those moves, doing those things, and otherwise find out how you can make your Pokemon not just be functional, but also have a good form as well.
Solid advice.
Yeah. Thanks.
I ask my Fennekin if it would rather want to enter the cool or the cute contest. Because it's equal in both
You mean
kind of stats.
Cool Fennekin?
Yeah. It's
The
also
one
very,
referred to as Cool Fennekin?
Apparently it was
Yeah.
equal and cute, though.
but they do wear a pair of sunglasses.
because it was named. Oh wait, didn't it have stuff in contest already?
Nope.
That surprises me.
It was just cool. Cool Fennekin prefers the cool contests.
Then we'll work towards cool.
I wonder how many ice Pokemon there are that just don't have to fit the theme for whatever they're doing of cool, just because everything they're doing is already inherently cold. It's like, well, it is technically cool.
Does that mean my fire Pokemon have a disadvantage?
No, they have to join beauty contests because they're hot.
So, that contest you want to go to? Are you gonna go to it?
I don't know. I mean, do you have to, or I mean, I'd rather train around first.
Okay, I mean, why don't we do that? You said just
Yeah.
literal silence for 8 seconds.
I was looking at my moves and seeing what exactly the description was, so I could equate them to cool.
You can think out loud, so the audience can hear you, and there won't be dead air.
The audience can go look up the rule book and look up the moves with me.
It's an interactive podcast.
The audience can just look at your character sheet.
Except
No,
can't.
yeah, exactly. No, they just open up the rule book and just look at the moveset and theorize what moves you could possibly know. That's half the fun.
Yeah.
Well, fine audience. Fennekin knows Tail Whip, Scratch, and Ember, and has some and training towards Lucky Chant.
You should learn that move.
And make it cool.
Lucky Rap. Fennekin.
Yeah.
Fennekin. It's like, oh, it always rhymes.
Kin. Fenna.
Kin. Fenna, kin.
Either way, as I was asking, do you suggest we actually try to use the stage for training, or will an open field work?
If you ask Jara will let you know there was a bit of bureaucracy involved with getting to use the stage and chain store.
I mean, I'm fine with just using open space.
Yeah. To be fair, Jara tends to think of contests differently.
Differently from what?
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember the first contest that Jara did?
Yeah. I do. Where you confused everyone.
But they liked it.
And you still performed well.
They liked it. True beauty has to tell a story, Fuse.
It was esoteric.
That's some art is. Some of the best art is esoteric. Why is the Mona Lisa smiling? You don't know. Who
Because she
really
was
died
getting
that
her
day?
portrait drawn.
She smiling for 6 hours? I think she was just thinking about a funny little dog that whole time.
For 6
Speaking of-
hours.
Yeah.
Speaking of little canines, Fennekin, what do you think about entering a cool contest?
Isn't she more Vulpin than Canine?
It's related to canine way
Yeah.
up there in the chain. I don't know
Foxes are
what the name for it
canines.
is.
Okay. Isn't it more walking stick than insect? Fuck you.
So what does Fennekin say?
What was asked?
What they think of entering a cool contest.
They already said that.
Yeah, they already said that.
Oh, technically I was asking you to if I should choose the cool or cute.
I think your Fennekin looks like you would prefer a cool contest.
Very
you sure that-
explicitly.
Are you sure that's not like sunglasses?
Yeah.
Fennekin, how do you feel about cool contest without your sunglasses on?
So you take them off and then he looks cute.
He
wants them back.
Face takes the sunglasses off, and just beneath it are just like giant anime eyes.
Yeah.
Needs the sunglasses to hide the shame. I give it the sunglasses back.
Put the sunglasses back on.
Yeah.
Well, we better train you towards learning how to contest.
My Pokemon are here for tutoring if you'd like. Well, your guys knows fighting. My guys knows contests. And I guys knows his grammar.
Uh-huh.
Well said.
Thanks. I told you.
I've got his noses.
No. No, I said it all. I was saying, you guys know fighting, and like we's guys knows contests, and I guys knows grammar.
It's his nose is grammar.
My nose is grammar.
No. It's the grammar owned by his nose.
Oh. Luffy, do something.
Jara, how would you suggest Fennekin use Tail Lip Scratch or Ember in a cool way?
Hmm. Let me think. So you said tail whip,
Yeah.
scratch, and
Yep.
ember.
Yep.
I think you could maybe use scratch like a disc jockey.
I can buy that as a prop.
Use scratch. This is a radio tower after all. They'll love it.
I would actually give you +2 for that. One
How
for the
much does-
prop, and 2 for it being in the radio town.
How much does
Go
a
on.
desk jockey table cost?
Do you want it functional?
What are the two options?
Functional and
Cost
non
wise.
sounds like.
I mean, what are the cost differences?
Oh no.
Like a factor of 10, I'd imagine.
I don't think I want to be looking fat around just for Fennekin's cool contests.
Alright, I'm gonna call it 5K.
4.
Is that for
For a
non-functioning
functional
or
one.
functioning?
For a functional one? Alright, so like 500 for a non.
Yeah, if you just want a prop, then like 500 poke.
Was it the prop lighter?
The prop would be lighter, yes.
Nice.
So it would just be hollow.
Yeah.
The disc would still spin, but it wouldn't emit any sound. Other than
See, I don't.
scratching on a disc.
See, I don't think that would work all that well with being impressive.
Tail whip could be used to imitate a dance of some kind. He shakes his little tush. Dancing's cool, right?
As long as the dance is cool.
Yeah. So have your Pokemon learn to dance some. Are there any dance class schools nearby?
Oh, definitely.
Great. I think Ember might be cool if you could use it to, like, blow a smoke ring or even a fire ring of some kind.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I already kind of had an idea for, of just
Okay.
some kind of fiery display.
Sweet. Well, you gotta make sure you walk the line between it being cute, cool, or tough, or cool, or smart, or beautiful even. So maybe sometimes the difference is purely between the attitude of the Pokemon doing the move.
If you make it kind of like a firework, that would probably be more in the cool side.
Nice.
I mean, why can't I teach my Fennekin how to dance? If dancing uses athletics, I've got a strong lead in that.
It sure would.
What about what?
My trainee is going to be teaching, I guess, all of my Pokemon how to dance. Because I don't want to leave anyone out.
Wonderful.
It sounds to me like dexterity survival.
I hope they survive.
Wouldn't it be contest, dexterity contest.
Well, it would either be like survival athletic,
Well, training
or it
can't
would be.
use the specialty.
Well, yeah, but the specialty is in survival.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, perform is in contest fees.
Yeah. Yeah, go with contest.
Oh, one less die.
But it is more appropriate. Don't you feel better in that knowledge?
Yeah,
Yay.
pretty good.
Pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good.
Can I roll all of my Pokemon's dexterity contest to see how well they do? Just for flavor.
Sure. See who the coolest is.
And you know, none of my Pokemon have any points in contest.
Can I roll them? Sure. Nice rolls.
Like, to be fair, I already have enough for getting the first point for all of them.
Good.
So, let me go ahead and just add that in first.
I'm going to be working on the roll macro.
You have so much fun making your macros. Or at least I hope you do.
Mockruff had exactly 6.
Makra.
So he has 1 point.
There you go. Macro is now better.
You're better.
And now I gotta type stuff out.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, kind of already did.
That way, when we're scrolling back up, we can see what things were.
Yeah, that helps.
I'll have to. Is that how Ponyta spelled?
Yep.
Weird. What is
I'm
Ponyta?
gonna edit it
even?
again.
Hold on, I need to look up Ponyta real quick.
It sure is a dance Fennekin.
See, he's got it already.
Ponyta is derived from pony, a small horse. It phonetically sounds like a foreign word, bonita, nice in Spanish, Basque in Catalan, beautiful in Portuguese and Galician, goodness in Latin. What? Its name has nothing to do with fire. It's just nice pony.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you have a
Ponyta.
problem with nice ponies?
Ponyta and its evolution.
Uh-oh,
are based
that's a
fire.
2.
Yeah, how can you make the macro account for that?
I can't.
-1 for every 2 ones. But at least it highlights the ones, so it's easier to know.
Yeah, you can see if there are no ones.
Or even 1-1.
So anything that is red or blue, you have to check.
Yeah, Pidgeotto only has 2 dice in decks.
Well, your Fennekin got 4 hits off of 5 dice.
Yeah.
It is a dance Fennekin, granted. Ponyta and its evolution are based on fiery steeds in mythology, such as those belonging to the Greek god Helios, Skinfaxi of Norse mythology, or the horses of the Ashvins in Hindu myth. The fire in its shiny coloration refers to blue fire, which generally indicates a higher temperature than orange fire, but may also be caused by certain chemicals burning at normal temperature.
Does Jarva want to do any training while he's out here helping me?
Sure. My Pokemon will also dance.
Pidgeotto and Rockruff are not good at dance.
I asked to see the manager whether or not Torterra can dance in their dance hall.
They need their dance hall. That's why they have it.
That doesn't answer my question very well. Sounds like a no.
Yes.
So Torterra's not allowed to dance in their dance hall.
Not just at any time. You can't just walk into a dance hall and like, hey, can my turtle dance here? No.
Can my Whale Lord dance here?
Well, it is light. Relatively, at least. But my other
Your
Pokemon
Wailord
can
is so
dance
good. It's like it's not even touching the floor.
My other Pokemon can dance freely, though, yeah?
You can't just go into the dance hall.
Well, where did... Oh, because Newfie wasn't doing it at a dance hall, were they?
No, just
No.
outside of town.
Okay. Then we're okay. We'll go dance in the flowers in the field.
Or unless there's like a park.
Yeah, proper dance halls cost money.
I've got that. But apparently, the place where you do your training doesn't provide any benefits, so there's no point to seeking them out.
That's right.
Boring. Fuse, everyone knows the best part of Shadowrun is doing stuff in the places where it's good. Oh.
Yeah, that's why we do the runs during the, like, between sessions and use the sessions for our downtime activities.
I mean, to be fair, Pokemon is one big downtime activity.
Maybe in your hands.
Our collective hands. Purpose. Dance training.
It's purpose that binds us.
Alright. I am orchestrating my Pokemon a dance. Should it be dexterity contest?
Yes.
2 out of 6 dice. Ain't it fucking grand?
You did it.
It's only one less than I got.
Yeah, but it's one less than you got.
Yeah, it's supposed to be one more.
Yeah, I have this deficiency where I don't feel equal to competition unless I am somehow greater than the competition. Anyway, should I roll for Poké Dance?
I think you should.
Are they rolling contest perform?
Yeah.
All of them? Alright.
And dexterity.
Dexterity contest.
Oh, dexterity contest perform?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's start out with... There you are. Dexterity contest perform from... Vespa Queen. I believe that is... Vespa Queen dance.
Is she the dancing queen?
She dances for beauty. Despite the cool... Oh, also, she does have 4 disobedience currently. So, happiness, loyalty versus disobedience.
No, you just cut out 4 dice from the training, and Vespa Queen got nothing.
Yeah, figures. But as for the dance, I mean...
Well, I mean, that's their own role doing a thing.
Yeah.
Vespa Queen does not adequately participate.
What happened? Was 4 dice removed?
Vespa Queen does not act Vespa Queen just isn't playing along.
Shouldn't roll... She does have full happiness and full loyalty. Shouldn't I roll that against disobedience?
No, because you already rolled the training minus disobedience and got a net result of 0.
Okay. Alright. Let me put some things in order here. Alright. Now, Whirlipede. Dexterity contest perform. Sorry, Whirlipede dance.
Make sure you spell all your Pokemon's names right, or they get disobedience.
Hush.
Yeah, like Vespa Queen.
It's Vespa Queen.
No, it's not.
It's Vespa Queen. What the hell? Okay. No, fucking Okay, there was an earlier session where I was like, I keep thinking it's Vespa Queen, and you're like, that's because it is. They spelled it wrong. Or was it the other way around? Dang it. Yeah, they spell it Vespa Queen in the book.
Yeah, they're
That's
wrong.
God dang it. That's another thing. Whenever I'm... Who's this? Whenever I'm given 2 options for remembering something, I always I frequently get them mixed up. It's like, remember, it's this, not that. Specifically this, not that. I'm like, okay, so it's not, it's that. No, the other one.
Yeah.
Dexterity contest performed.
Memory is dumb.
Memory is some.
That too.
This is Nidorino Dance. But it's actually 3.
Actually, 2. It's 4 ones.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow, that is 4 ones.
Can't have anything nice.
I mean, this is just dancing for flavor.
And well, that's 4 for Marowak.
That's 11 dice.
It is 11 dice. And finally, Torterra. That's 2.
So which team did overall better?
Probably mine.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 4, 7, 9. Vespiquin's token effort is just enough of a difference for Jara to come out ahead.
Good. Why you gotta try to take things away from me?
It's Vespiquin's fault.
Don't blame my Pokemon. How dare you?
It is correct, though.
Still.
And I guess if there's still time left in the day, I'll do training towards specific moves.
So that 2 is doubled to 4 for training, yeah? For XP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any effect for negative disobedience?
No?
There should be.
Oh yeah, I have to pick a new move to start training Shingmo towards.
All right.
And I start training Jangma O towards headbutt.
Well, it looks like because of this, we're now stuck in this town doing nothing for the next forever. Yeah,
It won't take long.
it will. It's gonna take forever in the next 8 sessions.
So how long are you spending on this instead of actually doing that contest that you were preparing for?
This is preparing for the contest. Well, I mean, you said you can individually train Pokemon towards moves, which assume I don't know what time of day it is, but that's what I'm doing in the evening.
Well, it's generally considered somewhat rude to attempt to perform, do a contest in the middle of the night.
So I think it's implied.
Also trespassing.
I think it's implied we're not doing the contest today, Fuse.
Yeah.
I think it's implied we're doing the contest sometime maybe this year. Because we're going to be training for the next however long, day in, day out, to do that contest. Until we're definitely ready and overpowered.
I'd like my Fennekin to have 4 moves that it can do.
Yeah, you're also... So here's the thing, though. You trained for a gym. You are now battle ready. During the time you trained for that gym, I was training for contests. And now I went out and I did a contest. And because I trained for them the same amount you trained for gyms, I'm good at them and able to do them, win them and stuff. Not that you aren't, but you also probably have to put in about as much effort as I did. And that's so that's training for a gym all over again. So it's going to take forever. And you're just seeing another domain and be like, I want to do that too! It's going to take forever.
You can also just go in with 3 moves.
Yeah. Look at Shuckle.
Don't look at Shuckle. Look away.
No! It's like Jara trained for contests and put as much effort in because that's the only thing Jara does. Jara only contests. Jara doesn't fight, and you're trying to fight and contest. That's twice as much time being spent on your character to do these things, which is fine, I guess. But
I only want 1 point in contest, 1 point in perform, and I'm already there. I just need. Well, I would prefer just have the 4th move. That's how I've seen it done.
Are you having a cooking contest?
no.
A cool contest.
Oh. Well, too bad, because I just binged in some copyright free music from Binging with Babish. So now it's a cooking contest.
Okay.
Like a cool king contest.
Sorry, this cool contest is for kings only.
Oh, Jara's gonna go check out the radio tower. Wait, is it nighttime?
And you can do that while Newfie is doing her individual Pokemon training.
Sure. I feel bad because we finally got moving. It's giving Fuse a chance to do anything. It's oh, also more training. We just escaped that
We're
hell.
Pokemon trainers.
Yeah. We're also adventurers. Supposed to be. It's
Yeah.
we could very easily do a roleplay experience of staying home all day and teaching our Pokemon to do something cool. That is a very easy thing to do. And in fact, I believe we did that for the first 8 sessions. It's great. It's functional. It's excellent for like working. And it works. I'm not arguing that it doesn't work. It works fine and it works great. It's possibly the best thing we could do for making our Pokemon work better. How much fun is it?
I mean, we don't have to spend this much time on it, talking about it.
Do you want to work out all the fun? Do you want to work all the fun out of the game? I don't think you do.
Fun
Anyway.
is dumb.
Huh?
Fun is dumb.
Like I said, I want to go check out the radio tower if that's a thing that it seems like God put a lot of work into and wants to show off and whatever. Otherwise, whatever. I mean, it's just a game, right?
I mean, you kind of have to practice things before you try them. And I just want to try a contest, and I don't know, I just have the mindset of, let's practice before we enter.
Sure. Like I said, I'm not trying to go around and be like, you shouldn't practice. I'm just...
Like,
Put
this has
on
been
it.
the very first day of trying this kind of thing out.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I'm not telling you that it's a dumb idea and you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying I'm put on edge by it at this point, if you understand.
Well, I need exactly 16 more experience to learn Lucky Chant.
Cool.
That's
However-
a large amount.
Roll some dice until we have the numbers we need. Meanwhile, like, can we just get it done? Can we do it? Let's do it. What are we doing? Let's do it. Let's get it done. What needs to get done?
I guess it needs to be the next day.
Okay, we sleep. Next day. What are
It
we
has
doing?
been a long day.
You train for a while and it takes you a week. Now you got it. You did it.
You just
Okay.
giving us experience points? Or move?
I mean, I would be focusing on Fennekin just learning this move.
You
Is
did
that
it.
what's happening?
You
They just
won.
learned it?
We've spent enough time on this.
Yeah.
Technically, we spent more time complaining about it than we have doing it.
I mean, to be
It's
fair,
done now.
we could have spent just as much time doing it, but it wasn't getting done. If I say
Alright,
nothing,
festivity.
nothing happens. There's
Well,
a
then we
lot
move
of
on to the next
standing
day.
around.
We make the training roll, and then
We should have done that then, except it wasn't happening. It was just a lot of standing around. Anyway,
because you were busy
now
talking
you're
about
done
it.
and you're still talking about it.
yeah, I'm still upset. Let's progress.
Then let us.
Suddenly, there's Pokemon
I'm
ninjas
trying.
attack you.
Let us progress.
Yeah. We're from Team Ninja Rocket, and they deck you in the face.
That's right. Anyway.
Okay.
Contest.
Majara wants to look at the radio tower.
No, just whatever.
Jar gets stuck in the radio tower for a week. Contest time.
Yay! and uses this time to revolutionize the Pokemon radio stations.
That's right.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, the only books you have are the books on Pokemon anatomy, which incidentally leads to the birth of the so-called indecent podcasting thing. But we won't talk about it in this particular situation.
What we will talk about is this sweet contest you're joining. So, contest hall.
Mhm.
You're there.
Yep.
What do?
I asked Jara, how do I sign up?
I tell
Assuming
him how
he's
to sign
followed.
up. I tell
I
her
sign up and I sign up Fennekin for the cool contest.
There are already 2 people there.
Now there's 3.
One of them has a Scorpy, and the other has a Wurmple.
How does Chara feel about the Wurmple?
I like bugs. Also, Jar isn't at the contest hall with you, is they? Because
I would invite him to come. I've been to all your contests.
yeah. I just didn't mean like. I didn't know if the people signing up were allowed to just have other people around because they're so stringent on extra audience, whatever.
You should just join the contest against Newfie.
I could.
You
Except I
could.
couldn't because. Well, yeah, I guess I could. Would Newfie be opposed to that? I think Newfie would be opposed to that.
I don't know. How cool are your Pokemon?
Than yours, probably. Just due to practice. Vespiquen is 5 cool. If I can get them to behave.
5 cool, 4 school.
Torterra is 3 cool. Marowak is 2 cool, but with a lot of cool contest perform. Same with Nidoran.
I'm not sure how Newfie would, if Newfie would ask if for you to not, or, I mean, she wouldn't say don't.
Well, yeah, like Jara wouldn't want to step on your toes.
I want to try out a contest too. Oh, sweet. Then I'll join this one since you'll be so weak.
Yeah. If you are just starting, I've been training my Pokemon for this for like weeks.
Yeah, like, you're at least at the next rank up.
But he's only done 3 contests.
You've done 0.
Yeah.
Have you seen the competition?
That's got a point.
Yeah, taking that into consideration. Well, we wait for 30 minutes real time for the 4th person to show up.
Yeah, you wait a while and somebody shows up with a Helioptile. And then you are all ushered into the contest hall.
I go to the audience and put my Pokemon away.
Do they have recordings so that your Pokemon can watch later?
Actually, who's recording?
Probably.
And who? I'm because I don't record. And who's recording in game?
Me. As always.
Technically, in game, but out of game, it's you.
So, Fuse, do you imply that you, as basically the god and master of the world of Pokemon, exist in game under the guise of some kind of really unassuming fan with a camera who's filming all this in the glorious 144p?
No, but I stole my more modern username from the professor of this region, who is also the person who controls the contest halls.
I see. It's a small world, I assume.
What name? Confused.
Dr. Essler.
Yeah, Dr. Esler is the professor of the region. And I liked his name, so I stole it.
This region?
Yeah.
How long has this region existed? You've gone by that name for a while.
Longer than I've gone by that name.
So we're just the first in a long line of people who's visited this island?
You're the first group to visit more than one town. No, wait. That one time they did go to Millet for one session before the game fell apart.
We're the first person to visit 3 towns.
And then I lost the map. And now it's a new map.
We're the first person to visit 3 towns. To build 3 towns.
We also visited that mountain way up there.
Yeah.
That double mountain.
So for all the gruff we might get for dawdling about, we've accomplished things, Pete. We are the most accomplished role players to visit this map.
Well, this particular map has only been visited by you.
See?
Since I lost the map.
Just recreate it from memory.
Alright, Scorpy goes out.
Yeah.
First. What?
Oh. What? Whoa. Am I shiny?
Hey.
Are me or Newfie shiny?
No. Scorpy is also wearing sunglasses.
Still my idea.
Steal their look.
So Scorpy gets some cheers. And then Wurmple goes out. Everyone loves Wurmple.
Wurmple's wearing sunglasses.
How cool is Fennekin?
4 cool.
Is Fennekin wearing an accessory and or costume?
One
Whoa,
accessory.
slow down, that's too cool.
Ooh.
A sunglass.
Is Fennekin shiny?
No.
Fennekin
Not if
gets
you
the
oil it
most
well enough.
cheers so far. But now it's Helioptile's turn.
Helioptile.
Eh.
Helioptile.
So Scorpy.
I want to see a Shroomish in the cool contest.
Scorpy is going to start out with a leer. Show you the sparkle of determination in its eyes. And it goes over fairly well.
Are we filled with determination?
Yes.
Great, we can save the game now.
And Wurmple performs a cool tackle. Look at it jumping around. It goes over well. Fennekin.
Fennekin is going to use Lucky Chant, but it's going to be rap-like. And or singing, just singing coolly. I'm not sure if...
Cool singing with a chant move.
Yeah.
Kinda has to be rap.
It doesn't have to be.
But it kinda has to be.
This,
You can go
It
for
could be a
Gregorian
cappella.
chant.
It can be ska.
it could be scat.
Fennekin.
But in any case, give me that roll. Your cool contest perform.
Mhm. Hmm. Well then.
Did I just hear some Pokemon in your background?
See, this is why training is important.
I know it's not possible, but I'm just imagining like getting across the stage, take a deep breath, yells,
So you basically have like a constant stream of notable Pokemon tournament match moments running in your brain.
Alright, so Fennekin. Fennekin starts up the chant, and like as it starts getting faster, Fennekin just starts choking and spits up on the stage. Fennekin is docked 3 points.
Aw. Look what you did, Neon. You rushed this.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, look what you did! This is your fault for getting lucky, Chant.
That too. Well, that was your fault.
I blame Mayo. I think we can all agree to blame Mayo.
Sure, it's Mayo.
Yeah.
Why?
Everyone's to blame, and everyone's Mayo.
Yeah. Helioptile does a little dance afterwards when the stage is cleaned.
Yeah, the stage is clean.
Okay, but so why?
It wasn't cleaned enough. Tripped on the floor and is also docked a point.
A shit show.
Not yet.
Are Pokemon that are caught automatically housebroken?
No.
Maybe we should blame you for hacking a small tile of ice on the stage where it's not supposed to be.
You got in here. You trained so long for this contest. You got ready. You come in, and you managed to immediately give the worst performance that we've seen so far.
It's a point to work up from.
Stage fright. It's a real hassle. Hi, kids.
An underdog story is always the best.
I'm here to talk to you about stage fright.
Alright. Scorpy is moving on to Scary Face.
Scary Ace. Space Ace.
That one also goes over well. Wurmple. So Wurmple is using String Shot. To make a cool costume out of string. People like it. Alright, Fennekin. Time to make up for last time.
This time, he's going to use something better at with Ember. It's going to be essentially like a firework up in the air with Ember.
Alright.
The same cool contest perform.
Yep.
And it's going to will it this time.
Alright.
A 3.
But it's
Yeah.
actually a 3.
That went pretty well.
What is this?
Helioptile is now adding to his dance, using Pound to do the monkey.
Helioptile, not on the stage. Put that primate down.
It's alright. Back to Scorpy. Scorpy is moving on to a bite, showing off its sharp jaws and poisonous fangs. The audience seems confused. The judges just kind of look at each other. Wurmple comes back onto the stage and is going to tackle again. That was cool last time, right? Apparently people don't care. Because it still goes over just as well as last time. If Wurmple wins this, I'm going to be upset. Fennekin.
Fennekin.
Lucky Chuck up on stage.
I don't think we'll be trying that again. Instead, going to tail whip as a dance.
Helioptile did that 2 rounds ago.
Oh, my Fennekin's going to do it better because
Prove it.
it's also going to will this because they got some catching up to do.
Got some catch up to do. 3,
Right, so
4.
that's a 4. Yeah, that's a real nice dance.
Yeah.
Real nice dance.
It's a real fine school. Real fine school.
Mesmerized by that butt shaking in the air. That's cool butt.
But Helioptile's gonna one-up you, speeding up the dance with a quick attack. It's alright.
They're burnt out on dancing, the audience.
Scorpy is going to use Poison Sting to show off that sweet, sweet venom.
Oh, Venom's here.
The audience enjoys it. Wurmple is going to use String Shot again.
String shot.
It's making a pair of pants this time to match.
It's making
Before.
some cool shades made out of string. It can't see anymore, but it looks sweet.
My future's so bright, I gotta go blind.
It forgot to close its eyes first and is now in pain. It is docked a point.
Wurmple forgot that it couldn't close its eyes first.
Fennekin.
Fennekin is going to use Scratch as a.
To imitate the
I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm still undecided on imitating a DJ or some kind of dance. I can't.
Karate scratch.
Yeah, it's gonna have to use the floor as a pretend DJ table.
Just use the air in front of you. Just like,
Well, you know,
look at
it's gonna make sounds too to imitate it.
Fennekin.
That too.
And no will.
Yeah. If you said Wurmple did good, I was going to.
And
The audience
finally,
is like-
Helioptile
The
is
audience
going to
is like,
finish
I
up
can-
with a shocking conclusion with Thunder Shock.
Oh! Fuse, where does lightning come from? If you use it as a move. Thunder, I guess.
Oh, that one actually went over well. What was the question?
If a Pokemon uses thunder, where does the lightning come from? Like some distance above them or directly from the sky itself?
Depends.
On what?
But with that, the contest is ended.
Depends isn't an answer. Hooray, contest.
So in the last place is Helioptile with 5 points. Coming in
5
third is Wurmple with 8 points. Second place is Scorpy with 9 points.
Woo!
And coming in first is Fennekin with 11 points.
Woo!
I willed the exact amount I needed to.
One more
Maybe.
than.
One more than.
Or, yeah, in my mind I thought you said 10, but 9. I made sure I closed the gap. Or widened the gap, I mean.
Oh no. That would be the opposite.
Oh no. The gap
Well-
between Fennekin and whoever's next.
Close the gap and then widen it again after you're on the other side.
If
Yeah.
you just widened the gap, that would be failing a lot more.
No, it's widening in the winning sense.
Alright, well, you get your 11 points. You get your ribbon,
Yay!
and you get the prize money.
10 Poke.
Coins.
10,000 Poke.
10 Pokemon.
Oh! 10
Oh, boy.
Porygon.
Congratulations for winning. These are your new children. Good luck.
It sounds like a thing in a dystopian novel. It's just like, alright.
Hey, you train your children up for beauty pageants so you can win more.
You go, like, imagine like a dystopian world. People are forced into game shows where they are forced to compete, and if they win, you have hand these children, go raise them. It's just a thing.
This is how you reproduce in this particular world through contests.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
alright,
turns out
you are considered to be fit now.
Yeah. Turns out whenever somebody organizes a contest, a bunch of children just suddenly pop in whenever the jury is assembled.
They're grown from plants. Alright.
Alright, well, you did it.
Yeah, Jara comes up and says, "Hey, nice job. Maybe working that lucky chant, but you're doing great."
I would have if I got more time to practice it. Or I think Fennekin would have anyway.
Well, who hasn't?
No, you wouldn't have.
Don't know that. RNG would have been different at that point in time.
Maybe worse. It could have theoretically been worse. There were numbers that weren't ones.
Yeah, at least it wasn't 4 ones.
Do any of the other contestants come by?
I'm just imagining 6 ones. It's like, congratulations, your score is now -1.
Here's your Pokemon like coming down to a fever on stage. They are writhing. The audience is into it at first, but then they realize what's going on.
Should I mention now that not only is Fennekin's stats past the default Braxians, but only 1 insight short of Delphox's?
You should mention that.
You should.
I did.
Good.
And now that you mention it, Finnegan is evolving.
Into
Wait,
what?
hold on. No. They go evolving.
Anakin is evolving. Well, end the session.
Great,
Meet up next week.
great use of memes there, Mayo. You did it.
I do not have a Pokemon evolving song.
Just make a
So-
do.
Yeah, Mayo, you have to just sing it now.
Oh.
Alright, there you go.
Just
Were any of the judges shiny?
Finnegan evolved.
Were any of the judges shiny?
into what?
Into Brakeson.
Great.
He learned
great,
how to
great.
be bipedal.
I thought they already could.
I mean, with Finnegan, it's more so standing on hind legs than just standing all the time.
You're standing all the time. You're standing right now.
Blasphemy.
Ocean Yoshi agrees. Or Oshi. I believe
Yeah, hold on.
From its tail fur, sets the twig it carries on fire and launches into battle. The flame on the twig is used to send signals and create patterns out of the embers. It is said that twig is a magic wand, which it got out of nowhere.
You know
There we
what's
go.
upsetting
Much better.
about the English language? Aside from many things, the fact that the word B-U-R-Y rhymes with the word F-A-I-R-Y. Berry and berry.
For a second there, I thought you spelled out like friary.
Yeah, Frary. No, the Ocean Yoshi. He's become a patch of skin. Oh no. Oh no.
It's not a great color selection.
Hold on.
Yeah, what is the hex code for that background color?
Yeah, I'm finding it out.
Right now, there's just a post-it note. And I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, that's purple.
Perfect.
Right. Try this fuse. E 8 C
Hold on.
C.
Ah,
You ready?
no. Go.
E 8 C C 9 C
Close enough.
Try. There's one other color. So I used a palette generator, which generates 5 colors. It generated the same color 4 times and one other one.
Well,
The other one
that is random.
Yeah, so it is either pale goldenrod 4 times or burly wood, which is E4CC9C. So one different.
I think the generator really wanted that one, that first one.
Yeah.
That one's the right one.
Okay.
I'm back.
Check
Welcome
out
back.
that color mapping. Aren't you glad that the world has a straight edge now?
Yeah, Lake Yoshi is gone.
No. I can't believe the land Gyarados did it to us again.
Because I cannot look at that thing.
Why not? It's great.
No. No, it's the worst thing.
It's good
I
thing you have a
hate it.
screenshot.
Huh?
Did someone screenshot the Yoshi?
I mean, I guess I have it. I must, because...
I uploaded
Please.
it in
Yeah.
Schedule and Tabletop some time ago.
I don't have... Well, we have it in all the recordings, unless Fuse goes back.
Maybe.
I am from the future. You must delete this before the world ruins itself.
And I helped you. Alright. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so contests happened. Do any of the other participants come up and be like, here's my number, call me?
Hey, did it also mention something about being crazy? Possibly, maybe, sorta.
Don't call me. Here's my number. I'm crazy.
Is that how this song goes in this particular universe?
Yeah.
Don't call me, here's my number, I'm being crazy. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Hey, I just met you, and I am crazy. So here's my number. Do not call me.
Okay. Gets home later that day, looks at the number. It's just 7.
This is my number. There are many like it, but this is mine.
It's their trainer ID.
7? Oh, they're one of the first. The 7th trainer.
That's random.
So, what do we do now?
We go check out that radio tower.
We can go check out that radio tower. No, I've already been there for a week.
Time flew by.
Yeah. What did I learn from my time spent at the radio tower? A week of it. Fuse.
Butts. All butts. To be fair, there's a lot to learn about the butts. Do you know the name of those specific dimples at the very tip of the butts?
You've actually learned a lot about various Pokemon trivia.
Great. I'm spouting it off to my friend Newfie. Such as... You know, Ponyta's name actually translates to fine horse or nice horse. It's nice horse.
Ooh, so that's why she's such a nice horse.
Yeah. I didn't hear a lot of Pokemon trivia. I just heard that piece of trivia a lot. You were getting to why you can't stand to look at the Lake Yoshi. Never said it though.
the worst.
Why does it ire you so?
It's those lips.
What? Ba-dang. It's
No. No. No, it's not.
great. Well, here is that same Yoshi a little bit later diving back into the ocean. Here you can see its tail all shriveled up from being ignored for so long.
I
The
like
ocean.
how there's a small duck underneath it. It's like the Yoshi just got it's like the duck, basically the shade of the duck, the stealthy duck, has headbutted Yoshi in the chin. I really like this detail.
Yeah, but up here is a mother bird feeding its young.
What?
Also, what is this huge grey S under the Newcom?
That is.
And by a mother bird, I mean it's Trogdor.
Trogdor!
Oh,
It
that-
is Trogdor.
That skull is
Trogdor
denotes
feeding
a
its
Death
young.
Island.
Yeah,
I wonder how. Okay.
More like
Did you
an
just say?
Dr. Dragon.
Okay, did you just say beating its young?
No, feeding its young like a mother bird.
I
Like
wonder
Brendan eating
if
the country's
Trogdor
flag.
is feeding its young by beating them, maybe.
No.
It's like he punches
Stop.
somebody. But actually, maybe that's the power of Trogdor's beefy arm. He can punch somebody in the stomach to make them fed. So painful. But
Okay, that reminds me of like, or that makes me think of like a Fate character who's like who's a butcher with high physique, and their high aspect is beefy.
How
why
dare
didn't
you?
you tell me to play that fuse? Why didn't you warn me that this would be much better? Why didn't you save me from the utter terror of playing a social character in Fate? Why
Because
didn't you
that is
tell
a
me,
thing that
no,
works
Mario?
perfectly fine.
Why didn't you tell me, no, Mario, you're absolutely wrong. Here's a character. He can punch somebody in the stomach to make them fed. What else do you want?
Oh,
I would say,
No,
I
like,
see the error
social
of my
characters
ways,
work
almighty.
fine.
Never mind.
It's just this group.
I thought of a good Fate aspect, or perhaps a stunt name for a
Welcome to Pokemon,
scientist.
where we do a
Yeah.
contest and then talk about other games for 2 hours.
Anyway, the phrasing is a vow of science. It's just a good turn of phrase, is all.
I hate it. It's too good.
Thanks. Anyway.
Like, that is such a great aspect.
Thanks.
Again, what's
Like-
the aspect?
A vow of science.
Yeah. Which is
It's like
a play on the
science?
phrase of there's a phrase I don't know if you've heard it. It's called a vow of silence, which is basically just
yes.
someone refuses to talk. They like for whatever personal reasons they abstain from words. But this is taking that and just removing the L, so now it's a vow of science. And whatever that implies.
Yeah.
Or the vow of seance, like SEANC. Basically, you have to tell fortunes to people whenever they say it.
It's a
Yeah, that's what a
concept.
seance is.
Yeah. That's like anytime you see a spirit, you have to commune with them. Anyway,
Oh yeah, that would also be nice.
Pokemon. Speaking of communicating with the dead.
This game.
So, do we stay in Millet or do we move to Bertrand?
Well, Chara, do you want to do more contests here?
I'd like to, but I couldn't I?
You could.
I'd like to, but I could.
Who's got their... Okay, Marowak's got a beauty. Dang. Beauty ribbon.
He's got a beauty mark.
as well as a tough ribbon. Torterra also has a tough ribbon. I believe those are the only contests I participated in. Nidoran only knows 3 moves. So, let me check something real quick. There was another move that they were trying to learn. Oh, there's a strength chart for lifting capacity. Interesting. Alright. Nidorino. Previous. And that is, yeah, I'm pretty far off from learning that. So. Yeah. No, I think we'll just. I'm fine with moving on for now. For now, I'd like to get Vespiquen. This is meta. I'd like to get the Vespiquen's disobedience down. I'd like to train Nidorino for Flatter.
Okay.
With that in mind, yeah, I would like to, with the directional. I would like to pursue the directional mission of getting to Bertrand, while also pursuing the stat mission of lowering Vespiquen's disobedience and training Flatter for Nidorino. Those are my goals currently. Yuffie, what are your current immediate goals?
I guess the gym in Bertrand. But I'm fine to try it out whenever you are.
Well, we'd better start getting there when we can start getting there. That's a coincidence of 2 of our goals. Coincidence.
Wait,
That's a coincidence.
No, let's go to Grice instead.
Turn around and go to Grice. There's no good time to go to Grice.
Really isn't.
So what are you doing?
Those 3 things.
Yeah, it's going to Bertrand. Training things along the way, assumedly.
So that's a 2-day trip. So let's see how many hours you go. "35 hours before something happens." Whoa. So give me training.
I sure
How
will.
are you trained?
Did you want to clean up this road?
Well, I don't know how to get disobedience to go away, so I just want to talk to my Pokemon about what's going on and to see if we can come to an amicable agreement as to understanding and each other and helping each other with their goals. So I want to talk to my Pokemon.
Alright.
Could
So
I
talk to them.
argue for insight contest?
No.
I don't know what my character would say. I'm not them. I don't have 3 contests that I know of.
Removing disobedience is strictly roleplay.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to do that.
Maybe you should ask Newfie how she trains Rockruff.
How do you train you? How did you get your Rockruff to stay
Stay.
To stay. You have to get your Rockcraft to stay. And follow other commands other than get meat. Beef meat.
Get meat. Rockruff, get meat.
Meat.
You betcha! Oh boy, I can do that!
I love meat.
Well, Jara, you've got to be strict but loving and understanding. You've got to set some clear expectations. You know, for what was that laugh for, Fuse?
Yeah.
Me remembering the page.
What page?
The animal
Fuse.
trading guide.
Trading or training?
Training.
What page was it?
Oh yeah, that.
It's a website.
Training.
It gave me vague help.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that. Strict but loving. It's like
You've got to raise your B to be. What would be the word? Yes. But also be your B and your its not B.
alright, well. So I've noticed that Vespiquen has caught an interest in these contests that I've been doing, yeah?
Hmm. But
I've also noticed that it has recently garnered a tendency to not follow my orders, follow the instructions I give them.
Yeah, your instructions have been silly lately.
Yeah, in order to form a more perfect union, you gotta establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote
Hush
some
you.
general welfare.
Hush you. Your
You need to
constitutional
secure the blessings of liberty for yourselves and your posterity.
right. Why do you know this off the top of your head?
Why wouldn't I?
You gotta ordain and establish
Stop!
this constitution between you and your best queen.
I feel like I'm being bullied right now. Two people are just quoting the Constitution at me. Stop it!
Specifically the preamble.
Oh yeah. I was watching Halloween the other day, and there's a scene where this kid's getting bullied, but the bullying consists of just three other kids just saying the same words at them simultaneously at the other kid.
What?
It's just like they're like saying like generally mean things, I guess. Where it's like they're gonna get you, except it's three kids saying it over and over and over and over again at them at the same time. It's just like they're gonna get you, all three kids. It's like, go to bullying school. You suck.
Except in this case, it's just us quoting the
Yeah. And it's alternating instead of simultaneous. So yeah, like I pull my Vespiquen aside. I'm like, feels. So you said it's like my order's been silly lately, right? And I'm like, well, like what I'm teaching my Pokemon things that I think will work, and it seems like it's working. And they're fine with going along with it, and they seem to have gotten great results. But if you're not so interested in doing it, then I don't think that you're going to be able to get on stage. You need to get your act together, or else it's dunzos for you. Except I'm not threatening to leave my Pokemon. So if we can't work as a perfect unit, then we won't be allowed on stage lest we possibly hurt someone or something less bad than that, but still not good. That's Jara's. Sorry. That's Jara's words. So
Your words.
So now I'm just waiting for a response, if any.
Vespiquen is thinking.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay, because you suddenly went all quiet all of a sudden.
Yep, we sure did.
Use his thinking.
Well, Vespiquen is thinking. That was the whole statement.
Oh, okay.
Assumedly, Jar's waiting.
Yeah.
For it to finish.
That was the whole statement.
Okay, well, I guess we keep going then. I guess that discussion took all of 35 hours. Because we are going on a 35-hour walk, and we're trying to also use this time for, like, milling out the disobedience issue. And that's the entire discussion that took place, I guess. Also, this looks like a woman's face looking up into the distance, like her blouse sticking up beneath.
No. It's a pompadour.
Well, while Jara was talking with Vespiquen, I guess Newfie would have done our old thing of cleaning up the road and making it neat.
I think I see where you were seeing the face. So you're saying, like, that's the face?
Yeah.
But I'm seeing that as, like, a pompadour, and this
Yeah.
is the face.
Yeah, I see it. It's like,
My hair is also a face.
Then it's like a bit smaller. It's less eloquent with using tools like this.
Well, that was on draw shape instead of freehand.
I like it. I like it actually.
Expression that says meef.
It really is a meef expression. That's Meef Cove. Okay. So, do we encounter any wild Pokemon on the path, or trainers even?
Do you look for wild Pokemon along the path?
Yeah.
First of all, what kind of path is this? You ready for mountains?
No. Yes.
Oh, it's
No.
mountains!
Oh! Why is it mountains? Phew! Can we, like, discover a territory or something? Generate 3 lands and we get to pick which one it is.
Let me guess, Fuse. You are trying to use that suddenly ninjas game master trick, but instead it's mountains.
No.
That's the generators.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around on your phone instead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot it. Mountains. Yeah.
So here's the corners you spot. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot it.
Mountain suddenly walks after you. Uses subduction to draw you near. Okay,
Seduction?
this is getting erotic. I'm sorry. Okay, this is getting
There's also a
erotic.
marsh.
Are you saying the mountains are getting erotic? Marsh. A marsh is water.
Okay. But what if? So you're saying rotten mountains? What if there is a mountain that learned to be a necromancer?
So it's necrotic, erotic. Ooh.
I don't
Fuse
have
that
anything
was-
to say.
That
But I
was
think we broke
like right near the
Fuse.
bottom of my screen at the time, so I just saw this thing like emerge from beneath my taskbar. So I'm like, oh, hello.
It
no, the
came
mountains
from behind the
coming for you.
taskbar.
More behind the scroll bar, but whatever.
And well, here's a rock that showed up in the same search, so sure.
That almost fits.
Almost.
Almost fits.
It's Mount Rhino.
Oh, yeah.
There's an exclusive beach on the other side.
More exclusive meat. Gotta squeeze that in wherever we can, boys. Squeeze in the meat. That's the motto.
Squeeze in the meef.
So I want to be like staying along the path, but like eyeing up the swamp as we go along.
Chara, please.
What? What?
Just, I hit the landscape generator again to see what's coming up. Just, you stand in a hilly terrain covered with crystalline pale stones. It's also sprinkled with foul-smelling trees and pleasant-smelling grass.
I don't know what to feel right now. Sprinkled with trees that smell foul.
And grass that smells nice.
Must be territorial oaks.
Get out of here with your sweet smelling selves. So, I eye up the swamp as we pass by. Do I see anything? Oh, hills. There's a lot of squeedlies going on here. And a fair amount of needlies.
Like, why is this landscape generator like 90% mountains and hills? Like, I just got like mountain, sea, hill, mountain. Flat.
That's just what territory be, babe.
Maybe you should
Hills,
instead
mountains, hills,
roll up a
broken.
random Magic the Gathering land.
mountains. Flat, broken, mountains, mountains, hills, mountains, broken, flat, mountains, flat.
Flat mountains.
This reminds me of a song.
So, I investigate the swamp as we walk past.
Uh-huh. Are you looking
You
for
invest
Pokemans?
in gate. Of the swamp.
Yeah! I want to look for them water types. What is this?
Oh, boy.
Someone spill their peas?
That's a forest.
No! That's spilled peas.
Yeah, that's Spilled Peas Forest.
That's the name now.
No, it's not.
You bet your swamp it is.
They cut out a nice path, but not where the path goes.
I mean, you could position it
Nah.
so the path overlaps with the forest.
But
that
then
way.
the forest would be overlapping with Bertrand.
Yeah, it's fine. Who knows what Bertrand's about? Maybe it's about overlapping with the forest. Maybe Bertrand's whole quirk is that it's mid-forest.
No.
Do you remember what Bertrand's quirk is? Do you know what
Yeah,
the Bertrand paradox is?
Yeah, I had to look up the paradox.
Good. I mean,
Then I did.
How can any of these non-shoreline...
Survival!
How can
Flirt,
any of these non-shoreline
insight.
towns have a paradox?
Do it.
I'm doing it. Survival, alert, parasite.
Yeah.
Teamwork. We should decide who's teamworking who this time first.
I have no alert, only nature.
I have alert.
And I'll help you. What's your dice pool for it?
Let's see. What was that first one again?
Survival, alert, insight.
Okay, insight. My dice pool would be 6.
Mine is also 6, without anything.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
So we'll just both roll and apply the better one to the better one.
No. You have to choose ahead of time.
Yeah. Survival, insight, for me is 6. Alright, rock, paper, scissors for who? Because who helps who? Rock, paper.
Scissors.
Okay, on the
You
count
just
of...
type it out.
No, it has to be verbal. Okay,
No.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, set.
Okay, I'm helping you.
Yeah, I guess that's what that means. Alright.
That's what that roll means.
3 becomes...
You get
so that's
3.
added 3 extra dice?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a 5.
Is it? Oh. Meow. Barely a 5.
You're barely a 5. So...
yeah.
While you're exploring in the marsh, you see Haunchcrow, Poliwag, and Bidoof.
Bidoof. I look at the Poliwag. What's the Poliwag up to? Are there more than one?
There's a family of them.
Like, how much of a family?
Hold on.
Okay.
You need to know all of their relationships.
I look up Poliwag in my Pokedex.
There's 7 of them.
Poliwag, the tadpole Pokemon. They are most common near ponds and lakes during the summer. Its legs take some weeks to develop after it hatches, making it inept at walking. It is, however, a very fast swimmer. It evolves after reaching a certain level. It evolves into Poliwhirl, the tadpole Pokemon. Though it is skilled at walking, it prefers to live underwater where there's less danger. It sweats to keep its skin moist. Thanks to this, it can easily slip out of the clutches of any enemy. Its second stage, which evolves a water stone, or by trade holding an item. Poliwrath is the tadpole Pokemon. It's not common to find it in the wild. Most sightings take place when it is on land. Once he is inside the water, it will swim far away. This Pokemon is an outstanding swimmer, capable of beating any human. Interesting moveset. Do we have the Johto Pokedex? Is that the one we decided to get?
We have the first 2.
Johto, yeah, good. So I know about Politoed. It lives with Poliwags and Poliwhirls near ponds and lakes, but there's rarely more than one. Politoed is the leader and acts as the king of the group. It is an easygoing but proud Pokemon.
Yeah, you only see 7 Poliwags and 1 Poliwhirl.
What are they doing?
Hanging out in the
Splash.
swamp water.
Oh, I have an egg, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just a casual reminder. I approach them with the hopes of not being seen. Oh.
Sounds like a stealth roll.
It sure does.
Dexterity, survival, stealth.
Yeah.
I believe that is a 6. And I believe that is a 2. There's a 1.
Newfie will
Rolling
stay.
against you.
Newfie will stay back on the path and watch from a distance.
They don't seem to notice you, but they do call my phone.
Oh no! Map, you're gonna give my position away. They don't see you, but they do see the enormous looming black arrow that says you are here.
And it says you are he.
Oh yeah.
You are.
No, you are he. Sweet. I request Vespiquen to use Sweet Scent on the Pokemon.
You.
You.
Ah! Oh,
Oh no!
go
Oh,
away.
no! That's an even bigger Torterra.
That was a Pokemon?
That honestly on par with the Pokemon Legends. It's just like some say, this giant mountain is actually a giant Torterra.
No,
Yeah.
some are wrong.
I request, or I ask my Vespiquen to use Sweet Scent on the crowd.
You sure did.
So should I roll
And
again?
Vespiquen does.
Yay!
And all these Poliwags in the Poliwhirl are attracted to you.
Yay! I reach into my bag and pull out some berries. Did I eat a chesto berry? No, I didn't, because it would have been like coffee. So yeah, I have 3, 4 chesto berries. I just hold out in the palm of my hands. Probably just 3 of them.
Maybe you should have cooked up a meal first, using them.
Could.
I just imagine Jara sneaking up, but then getting out these loud pots and pans and clanging them around.
Shh. Surprise.
Alright, so you got some
breakfast.
food.
Yeah. And I hold it out at middle arm's distance so that they can smell it, but I'm not shoving it in their faces.
Alright, Jara,
What?
would you like to give me a dodge and roll?
Sure.
As one of the Poliwags launches a bubble beam.
Sure. What's a dodge? It's fight, evasion, dexterity.
Never mind, it missed.
What did it? I don't know. I want to give it a scolding on welcoming visitors.
I don't want
It
it to
and
feel bad,
several
so I
other
jump into the
Poliwags
bubble
are
beam.
approaching.
What?
Several of them are approaching.
Good.
Poliwhirl is just watching from a distance.
Alright. I continue to have my arm outstretched, offering the food to the Pokemon.
One of them wiggles its butt, and now it's raining.
Good.
How much does an umbrella cost at the store?
I don't know. Probably not a lot.
25 Poke.
Oh no, like a fishing pole is 500, I think.
Yeah, but fishing pole gets you things. That's a way of making money. You're not making money with an umbrella.
Well, that's what you think.
Unless you're a dancing poodle. Do they approach close enough to eat the berries or smell them? Or
Yeah, they're
They touch
coming
it.
close.
Sweet.
And there's another bubble beam headed for you.
Well, again, I wanted to use. I want to say like, hey, how's that? That's not very nice behavior for welcoming a guest, and I'd like to contest against them.
So you're trying to negotiate with them?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and give your roll for your well-reasoned argument.
Is it cool contest etiquette?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. And while you're distracted with making all those weird noises come out of your mouth, and it launches another bubble beam.
It's not just noises. It's not just weird noises. It's well impassioned weird noises and body language.
They have one insight. They just want the food.
Well, they can have it when they come and get it.
And they're making sure that you're not a threat first.
And I respond by dodging with dexterity.
I'm pretty sure dexterity is involved.
Okay. Well, that's the only thing relevant because fight evasion is non-existent for Jara. I will this. Sweet.
You successfully dodge.
Yay.
Barely.
Would I have gotten hit if I didn't will?
Yes.
Good. Best version of will. So now that they've threatened to attack me, I put one of the berries away.
Well, twice.
Well, they almost hit me that time. I couldn't say for sure that it was an attack the first time. So the consequence of their actions is now there's less food. But I'm still
The
offering
consequence of
two
their actions is now they know where you're keeping more berries.
berries. No, they only know that's where I put one. How about this? Instead of that, I'm going to give the extra berry to Vespiquen. Well, is she holding the egg? Who's holding the egg? Am I holding the egg?
I believe so.
Okay, I'm holding the egg, so I give her a berry to hold. And to snack on if she so desires. And I express as such. Since they're not being so welcoming, you can have this one. I give it to Vespiquen. What's Vespiquen's
one of the
favorite flavor?
pollywags is going to attempt to hypnosis you, rolling a single die.
Okay.
Well, a single luck die specifically.
Okay. They got it? Yeah. Of course they did. Jeez, it's me. You expect anything less.
You suddenly like Fortnite. You
So I
Alright.
want to eat chicken.
Shh. So is there any dodging involved? Any defending? Hold on,
It
I am-
is a use of a move, so you
Hold-
are allowed
is-
to. What?
I just gave my, like, my first starting Pokemon, the Pokemon I've known for the rest of my life. I've just given that Pokemon a berry that cures sleeping. So, can we do something there?
Jara, you pass out.
Yeah.
As the Poliwags are jumping on you to get to the food, a bee shoves a berry down your throat.
I wake up. Whoa! That's what that tastes like.
You
This
wake
is
up
gonna
choking on
be-
berry with a bunch of Poliwags
Oh,
all over
berry.
your body.
I heard it's a bee.
Yeah, a bee shoves another bee down your throat.
Yeah, because like dying of anaphylactic shock is not exactly Pokemon.
So, I wake up covered in Poliwags, but they
Yeah.
don't know I keep berries in my bag. Am I soaking wet right now?
Oh yeah, definitely, with swamp
Probably.
water.
Yeah, okay. There's probably a town somewhere nearby. Millet is the most nearby town.
I can warm up my Ponyta.
Sure. So
There
I'm not
are
worried about that.
3 Poliwags that are on top of you.
Alright, well, I want to sit up and, like, make sure they see me. Make sure they see I'm here.
There's the one that bubble beamed you twice. There's the one that used hypnosis, and there's another one.
Alright. So, have they already eaten my Chestos?
They are. They're currently going through one of them.
Alright. Well, are all 3 of them on one berry?
Yeah.
Alright. I want to sit up and take the other berry and offer it to the one that hasn't attacked me yet, personally. Be like, it's probably easier to like, munch on one that's all your own, isn't it?
That one starts spraying water all over the place.
I continue holding out my hand in a stalwart effort to show that I mean it no harm.
And it jumps for it.
Right, and I let it have it. And while it's eating,
It's now flopping around on your face, eating a berry.
okay, I want to pet it.
Alright.
Should I roll for pets, or does that just happen?
It feels slimy
Yeah, I would imagine.
and
I
wet.
pet it anyway. I asked the Pokemon
You might even call it damp.
moist.
Meath?
Everything's meat. You can't just say one thing is meat and that everything else in the universe isn't. So I want to communicate to this thing through some fashion. Be like, I'm assembling a team to travel the world, become yada yada, make things better. It's like, I've got one more slot open. Would you like to come with me?
Here, let me... Oh.
A 6.
A 1. Oh yeah. Well, Fuse. So I would like to suggest it understands through some matter of interpretation. I have more food. Or perhaps that is its interpretation of doing good things. is feeding other people.
Sprays water on your face.
I wipe it off and look at it. I take out a Pokeball and set it like on the floor in front of me. Well, on the lily pad in front of me.
It's just twirling around and spraying water. Looks like it's having a good old time.
I set the Pokeball down on a lily pad floating in front of me.
The other two join in.
Okay.
There's now a water party.
Oh.
All of the Poliwags are just spraying water everywhere.
Can I judge their intentions?
They're certainly not sleeping.
Insight contest etiquette.
All right. Empathy, though.
Yeah, empathy. Did I say etiquette?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes, empathy. You're right.
Yes, but not that.
Please stand for the honorable judge intentions.
It's quite honorable. The Poliwag that you're talking to seems to be enjoying the idea of more food, and the others are just having a good time.
Alright. So I push the Pokeball toward it. Like, if you want to come with, the choice is yours.
While it's flopping around, it accidentally hits the Pokeball. Roll for it.
I have to roll for Pokecatch?
Yes.
Alright.
Should just be 2d6.
2d6?
Yep. And I'm giving it a -2 to its will.
Alright. Sweet. Hold on a second. I'm rolling 2d6. Ooh. There's no crit glitches on Pokeballs, yeah?
No.
Okay.
But this Pokeball does, in fact, explode.
So it didn't get caught.
Nope. Just bursts open, water everywhere.
I look to Newfie in a way that says, you have a Pokeball I can borrow.
Sure. I
Just
guess
roll.
I was gonna say I toss it over, but what if I hit
Yeah.
one?
Don't. Roll it to me, if you could, or float it over.
How about I just walk over and hand it to you?
How about don't? You might scare them away. I don't think they see you.
I'll sneak there.
This could go very wrong.
for
They
you.
don't see you.
Yeah, come up from
Meanwhile,
behind Jar and hand him a Pokeball.
Jara, another one of the Poliwags is approaching you.
How does it look? Can I judge its intentions?
Go ahead.
Four, but actually a 3.
Alright. So you see it coming up. You can see a playful smile on its face as it begins charging up a powerful attack of some kind.
Hold on a second. Alright. I bring out Whirlpeed between me and the Pokemon. But don't tell it to do anything yet.
Hey, Whirlpeed, take this hit for me.
becomes the target for...
Okay. And now I tell Whirlpeed to use Protect.
Okay. That is a priority move, so you're able to do that in the middle of it rolling. It did hit.
Uh-huh.
It launches a hydro pump into the protection area.
Yes.
Because this Poliwag can do that.
Maybe I should catch that one. I'm looking at the... By the way, I couldn't remember Politoad's name, so I just searched Frog.
Good. So yeah, Whirlpeed just protected you.
Yeah. I thank my Whirlpeed.
That move would have had 6 damage dice.
Oof.
With a special of 1. It's
So
a 5 power move.
Can you roll it to see what it would have been?
Oh shit, I'll be right back.
That would have been 3 damage. .404. Jara not found.
One of the Poliwags must use hypnosis again. Oh yeah, Fuse, in the previous adventures of this island, how many players did you have?
Like 4?
Uh,
There were some great moments in those games. Like the time where, during the first and only session of that one, somebody had a Rhyhorn, and they decided it would be a good idea to put their Rhyhorn in a river. It wasn't a good idea.
I'm back and not muted. What
Oh,
was
no.
a good idea?
Putting a Rhyhorn in a river.
Who did that?
Somebody in one of the other Pokemon games during their first session. I think that was the first thing that they did.
Put their Rhyhorn in a river?
Yes.
Jesus.
Rhyhorn, the hippo Pokemon.
Yeah.
So yeah. Stone Hippo. So, I have another Pokemon now. At what point does a Pokemon
No, you
become
don't.
registered to its user? Is it when they buy it, or when they, like, whoever touches it last before it catches something?
Oh.
I want to say touch contact before catching.
Who knows?
That almost makes sense.
It's a bioscan. So
Sure.
if you want to give
It's
someone a
magic.
Pokeball, like, well, think about it. Like, the people, you find Pokeballs on the ground all the time.
It works.
In the game. Yeah. All right.
It just
So-
works.
It just works. Good. So I put. Is the Poliwag still spinning in front of me, or is it like looking at me or something? It exploded into water last I saw.
Yeah, and now it's flopping around again. And this part of the marsh is getting even more wet.
Alright, I put another Pokeball in front of it, saying, I think you fell on the last one. I'd like you to choose if you want to come with or don't.
So
Come
it
on,
does
little baby.
jump into the ball this time. Roll
Okay.
for it. It thought it was fun breaking out the first time.
Two.
Oh! You did it!
I did it! Alright.
Hooray!
And I let it out with the Pokeball. Is it confused?
So, probably. So here's some stats. Got a sheet ready?
Great. I can. Hold on a second. Pokekar sheet. Pokemon sheet. Got it.
Alright. This Pokemon is a Poliwag.
This Pokemon is a Poliwag.
It's a water type. It
is a
has-
water type.
Exactly 0 XP.
0 experience points.
Its nature is Ratch.
Rash.
Yes.
Pretty sure you said Ratch.
Yeah. That
Ratchet.
one was intentional. Because I said nature.
Great. Oh, I get it.
Its ability is damp.
I get it now.
Its HP is 4.
4 out of 4.
Its will is 5.
Why does it have 5 will?
I don't know. That's where it decided to put its XP.
Okay.
So, even with the -2, it had more dice than the Pokeball.
Yeah. It is a willful rash Pokemon, jeez.
Yeah. Strength 2, Dexterity 2, everything else 1.
That's all fine.
It has +1 Survival and Fight. And it has the Athletic specialty in Survival.
Sweet.
And its moves are Water Sport and Water Gun.
So this is meta, but can you tell me the nature and abilities of the Hydro Pump thing, or was Hydro Pump the only thing interesting about it? I'm guessing
Only if
mischievous.
you leave.
That's fair. Yeah. I give a welcoming speech to the Poliwag. Not that it truly understands.
It has no idea what you're saying.
Okay. I let out the other Pokemon I have and show them off in a friendly manner.
Right, it
Introduce
checks
you.
them for berries.
Torterra has the berry. Good luck. I couldn't get it off it.
You should plant a berry tree on top of Torterra.
Happiness, loyalty, disobedience. That's actually why I wanted a Torterra. Happiness, loyalty, disobedience.
So yeah, Happiness, Loyalty, default 2. Let me check
Sweet.
what Poliwag's default disobedience is. I actually haven't opened the book today.
I can go look if you want. In fact, I'm already there. Disobedience is 0.
Oh,
Default.
okay, well, its disobedience is 3.
What? What? Okay. Why?
Because it's disobedient.
You're disobedient.
Yeah. It's a free spirit.
Not anymore. Also, it's not a ghost type. All right. Good. All right, and I do thank the other Poliwags for their time and leave the swamp dripping wet.
I offer for you to dry off near Ponyta.
Yeah, Newfie, you are also drenched.
I know.
I accept the offer. Can I also bring out Marowak for drying us off? Fire Ghost.
Your soul gets dried off.
Alright, so the fire types will dry you off.
Yay.
Use Flame Wheel on Jara.
Use Flame Wheel on the ground.
Congratulations, you've used Ponyta and Marowak out of battle.
Yeah.
Alright.
Technically. That's all you need to do. Hey, they prevented you from catching a cold.
Fair. Alright. Oh, I don't suppose Poliwag was holding an item.
Nope.
Okay. You would have eaten it.
unless you count half of a berry as leftovers.
Do we?
No.
Wow, it's such an easy to make item.
What even is leftovers?
Leftovers.
How do you never seem to run out?
Because you have leftovers. But if you have leftovers and you eat it, you have leftovers.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay. Well, we have Pokemon. Let's keep on our journey. And Jara tells Nufi that I'll get you a Pokeball in Bertrand. Thank you for the land.
You're welcome.
I'll never need more than one more Pokeball.
Yeah, I needed one more, thanks. Because you made me make it break. You made me roll for it. This is the first Pokeball I've had to roll for.
It's not the first Pokemon you've had to roll for.
No, but it's the first Pokeball I've had to roll for.
Yeah.
And purely by facet of it not knowing what's going on, I had to roll because it couldn't understand that it wanted to join.
Yeah.
Or if it wanted to join. Or what joining was.
Yeah.
So
And you knew all of that in advance.
I could surmise, but I didn't know.
So
Anyway.
around here...
Yeah.
35 hours.
We've napped and slept. And I continue talking with my, Combi, my Vespiquen. Oh no! Vespicombi.
Right. As you're about to have that conversation, you hear a bump.
Boom.
And then a
Where's
crack.
Oh. I look around.
Wait, what did the bump sound like?
It sounded like your egg is hatching.
Dun, 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 dun. I bring out... Well, Vespiquens are always out, so... I bring the egg out of the bag.
There's a bag inside.
You're just keeping it in your bag.
Yeah. Comfortably wrapped up in berries and other items.
Very responsible.
I was holding it for a while, and then I'm like, if I keep holding it, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna glitch on a run test. I'm gonna drop it. Pokemon. So,
No, that's
the egg. The egg. I bring out Vespiquen and I bring out Whirlpeed. Both of them.
Alright. And you all watch as it hatches into a brand new Venipede. It's a miracle.
I hand it off to them to hold and or admire.
They hold and admire it.
Nice.
With all those
Together.
hands they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a miracle of life.
Congratulations, you won a contest. It's a small one, so you only have one child.
Oh, that Poliwag was quirky, by the way.
Oh, okay. I asked them what they would like to do with it. If they would like...
I thought you were going to say, what would they like to name it?
Venipede.
Vespiquen.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Kind of derivative, but okay. That's crazy.
I hope you have another character sheet ready.
I could. Pokemon sheet. Wait. No, hold on. I have to save this one first as... Wait, no, not there. Save it to this. Alright, then open a Pokemon sheet. I have a Pokemon sheet ready.
Alright. So this one has a rash nature.
Rash. While this is going on, I say, hey Newfie, can I borrow one more Pokeball?
Oh no. How are you gonna hold 7? I hear it's impossible.
True. Fuse, if I keep this thing around... Like, it has a family, therefore a clan, or a guild,
A guild.
a guild, like a pack. It has a pack that it can follow.
You can either
So they
send
can-
it to a box, or send one of your other Pokemon to a box.
Well, if he keeps it in his backpack.
Not an
I mean,
option.
It is just, so I'm saying if I don't capture it in a ball, it's just out in the world. It's like on my shoulder. It's not my Pokemon. It's a Pokemon.
Then
that
it
belongs
is
to
a
mine.
wild Pokemon.
Yes, that is the child of 2 of my Pokemon.
And for as long as it's around you, you cannot engage in official activities.
Okay. That does not include buying things from a store, does it?
They probably wouldn't let it into a store.
Alright. Well, I trust my Pokemon to hold on to it for a while.
Or I could
We'll
hold
keep
on
it-
to it.
No.
I mean, just while you're in the store.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep it wild for the rest of this journey, the travel time to Bertrand, and then I'm going to get a Pokeball and... Well, first again, the first question is, Whirlpeed, Vespiquen, would you like to keep this Pokemon, which will likely be stored in a box, and have to alternate between other members of the team if we end up having it be part of our family, or let it out into the wild for a chance for a life of its own before living with a trainer of some kind?
They're too busy being in love to think rationally.
Then I'll ask later.
Also, Venipede is male. Poliwag is female.
Ooh. Good to know.
Neither of them are shiny.
Boy, what a... Wait, what about all the other...
Yep.
Oh,
Venipede is a 0.
what about the other Whirlpeeds? Or the other Poliwags, shiny?
It's too bad. Poliwag is a 6.
They're children.
What about all the Wally gags?
Oh, all the
Future reference.
Uh-huh.
So sure, here's 7 more shiny rolls.
Good. Thank you. I'm just imagining one was shiny and me and Newfie are over here, and I just like suddenly like stop dead in my tracks, sticking my arm out to stop Goofy too. I'm like, wait a minute, we have to go back.
But Jara, we're like more than half a day away now.
You don't understand.
No, I don't.
Jara is suddenly the very shallow person. Think of the
Road.
points it would get in a contest.
I don't think
So
you
you
would have been
can't
able to
pollywog
tell.
away.
What's shiny Poliwag look like?
Lighter shade of blue.
That's right, there were a lot of shades of blue back then.
Yeah. So that was the problem with Gen 1 shinies. Well, Gen 2 shinies, rather. Because back then, for their shinies, they literally just took the next pellet over.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you would get nearly identical pellets.
And then sometimes you get Caterpie. Who's just, how about bright yellow? So, Poliwag is a 6.
You're a 6.
Oh, now I know.
Was that for Jara or Nyan?
Jara hasn't decided yet. And also is 16 years old.
You know about those high school parties they have?
I don't.
Me either.
Good talk.
Anyway.
Anyway, we go forward. I have a Venipede, a little tiny baby Venipede, freshly hatched, sitting on my shoulder, or perhaps following behind on the ground behind their parents, who I am leaving out of their balls for the time being.
All right. So you move on for another 3 hours. You're currently in the middle of this weird foresty bit.
It's encroaching. See, that's a Torterra.
Wow, Torterra just actual trees on its back.
Yeah.
And you see somebody heading down the road going the other way.
Okay. We moved to the side.
I think the path is wide enough for multiple people.
They seem to be wearing one of those Team Alpha uniforms.
Mm-hmm. T-Ball. Nyan's AFK, I'll be right back too.
Welcome to Pokerole. This is the go-to role-playing game for just music and talking about random stuff. It will never stop. Hi.
We'll never stop. This is the go-to.
That's right.
I'm back.
Eat my chalk.
Whoa.
And so,
So you encounter this guy.
Mhm.
well, we see him walking.
Yep.
Hello.
He does not respond.
Okay. I guess we cross paths then.
As you are crossing paths, he looks over at you, and scoffs.
I look at him after he scoffs. But give smile at him.
This guy
He
wouldn't-
doesn't see. He's continuing to walk.
I look at my
say,
phone.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. He seems to be wearing one of those outfits of the guys we've seen before. Team Llama or something?
Let's see, one sec.
Alpaca, that was it. That's what the A stands for.
Team Omicron. That's what it is.
I don't get that.
That's the O of the Greek alphabet.
Team Omega. Jara still owes one of their members the fight.
I guess we can assume that wasn't the same person.
Yeah.
He just walks off.
Why is he scoffing, I wonder? Can I judge intentions just to see why he's scoffing? Empathy?
You sure can.
Eight dice, I think? 3-3 or 3-3-2, yeah.
What were the other skills for judge intention?
It is insight, contest, empathy. That's a 4, which is actually a 3.
It is.
I'll see if I can figure why he's scoffing as well.
That's a 3, which is actually a 3.
Which equals your 3.
Thanks.
So one of you roll 3 more dice from teamwork.
I'll roll 3 more, if that's okay.
That sounds okay. I wasn't expecting this to be teamwork. It's just like, that was weird.
So my 3 is a 5.
Alright, Jara.
What?
You get the impression that he thinks that you are so much lesser than him that he doesn't want to breathe the same air as you.
Okay. That's a real poisonous way to be. I hope he finds a better way.
Well, Jari, you sure are good at reading people.
Thanks. Looks at you intently. Continues
No, are
going
you
on.
judging my intentions?
Maybe someday. Bertrand, here we go.
Yep, there goes that guy.
Take that fuse. Try to throw something interesting at us. We'll show you.
I mean, he's the one that kept walking.
What do we like whip around like, hey, you scoffed. That's battle and talk to me, sir. What do you think? You're so much better than me. You only want to breathe the same air.
How'd you know what I was thinking?
There's nothing stopping you from turning around and shouting that.
Yeah, but except there is. Jar is Jara. However, I do have two Pokemon that are rash. If you want to pull something out there, such as the newly born Beguiled baby.
No, not that one. It's Poliwag.
Okay. Poliwag.
Poliwag sprays water at him.
Bursts out of the Pokeball and sprays him with water.
Oh yeah, Poliwag just keeps coming out of his Pokeball.
I imagine he keeps coming out and going back in and coming out again.
Or was Poliwag the female one?
Female.
Yeah, okay. She just keeps coming out of her Pokeball, spraying water.
Poliwag, no. We don't do that to people. We've got to let them heal in their own way.
So he just stops dead.
Oh no, you killed him.
He slowly turns around.
We've got a Ponyta if you'd like to dry off. And a Marowak, too.
He walks over to you, leans down.
Hey, could you
smile.
describe him physically real
Yeah,
quick?
right now I'm just imagining a twig man.
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
He is all appearance. He looks like he hasn't lifted anything heavier than his own clothes in years.
This is Kaiba.
He is like an extravagant suit over his uniform.
Which is now both soaking wet.
And it looks like he spent like his entire morning just doing his hair.
Does it look
Which
like
is
that
now ruined. Keep your rat on a leash.
It's actually a young frog. I pick up the Poliwag in my arms.
Does the Poliwag spit water again?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured it would.
Absolutely.
Poliwag, no.
I imagine Char's like cuddling him as he says that.
Yeah.
I will not forget this.
I just caught her from the swamp in the path below. Or brought her there.
As you say the word swamp, you feel like his face is going to turn inside out.
Again, we've got some fire types if you'd like to dry off. And I bring out my Marowak in all its glory.
And I always have Ponyta out riding.
So as he sees Marowak, he pauses.
Mhm.
Now that one. That one's quite the specimen.
Did we decide on Marowak's gender? Is it he?
I don't remember, you have the character sheet.
I hope I wrote it down anywhere. There's so many things to write down. Also
Yeah.
a lot of spaces to write things down, but... So yeah,
Will you be attending another contest soon?
I'd like to. Some of my Pokemon, well, you can see they're not really ready for the stage. But I'm working on that.
I'll be there.
Okay. I hope we both do well.
He scoffs again and continues walking down the road.
Oh, is it too gaudy to incorporate the winning ribbons into Marowak's outfit? Because that is something.
Nope.
Alright, that is something that I would like to have done. Alright. Great. Good and great and good. Something happened. Fuse. Poliwag was used outside of battle.
It sure was.
Wonderful.
Yeah. As he's walking away, you can see him calling out an exquisitely groomed, shiny Arcanine.
Ooh.
See what color is shiny Arcanine?
Yellow.
I turn my Poliwag off to the side.
Poliwag disabled. You have successfully turned off your Poliwag.
I just imagine, like, as I turn it, like, right as it comes to a stop, it squirts water again.
The Arcanine looks like he spent as much time on its hair, like, proportional to the amount of time he spent on his.
But there's more hair to the Arcanine.
Yes. So if he spent a morning on his hair,
So
grooming that Arcanine took like a team of people a whole day.
and it's shiny.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was an adventure in itself. Man, why can't more of a roleplay be like that?
Because usually you just keep walking.
Well, now you have some tools at your disposal. Some rash Pokemon.
Yeah, let's always have disobedient Pokemon out.
Yeah, oh, also, there's Vespiquen with her 4 disobedience. If it's just like, Scoff, get slapped by my Vespiquen. How dare you? But hopefully not, because I don't want to get my license revoked.
Yeah, that would definitely not be good.
Like,
It would have to be an offense worth 5,000 Poke fine. Minimum.
I mean, slapping that guy might be worth paying that. But also, I'm just glad he's not like apparently not threatening to press charges for the obvious water gun. They got sprayed on him twice.
It wasn't a water gun.
Okay, it was just spraying water. All right,
No, it was
good.
water sport.
Oh, jeez. I hope he's into it at least.
That's what
So
all of
anyway.
these Poliwags have been doing.
Okay.
It's all Poliwags, no water sport.
Is that personal bias or an actual fact?
Well,
I feel like
7
it's-
for 7. Plus the Poliwhirl.
Alright. Oh, right. So. Whew. Off to Bertrand, I guess?
Looks like it.
He didn't even ask where I'd be performing next.
He'll know.
It's just like.
You enter contests? Yeah, good. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Hey, you eat food? Yeah, good. I'll be there next time. You teleport? I'll be there. Where? Both places. Oh.
Well, if he is like Kaiba, he has his own jet.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the move fly, you have your own jet in this game. Even with Doduo and their helicopter heads.
He taught Arcanine fly.
Floats off in the air like a bad graphics jump scene. Bertrand.
Unless something happens in the next 9 hours of travel.
Nope.
Bertrand.
You finally managed to get to Bertrand.
Yay.
And as the camera pans over the city, the episode fades to credits.
Woo! Giving you
What's
a
the
whole-
narrator say?
As our heroes get to Bertrand.
What awaits our heroes in this new town? Who was that mysterious person? And what will become of the new child? Find out next time.
Maybe.
Maybe. On Pokerole.
Who knows next time?
Same Poke place, time, same Poke channel.
That would have been a great place to end the stream.